So I was sitting here getting ready, and I thought, I've been wanting to do this video for a while um, about mental health. I struggle with mental health really bad. It runs in my family. Um, my mom has it. I'm sure my dad's side had it. It runs really bad in my mom's side. So I've always struggled with it. Well, here lately, it's got really bad. Like, I get overwhelmed really easy. Um, when we've got a lot of things going on, when everybody's reaching out, needing this, needing that. My family, Tim's family, and if y'all are watching, don't take that personal. But that's how it goes for me. Any little thing can rev up my mental health. And sometimes I won't even have a reason. I will just feel that way. I get to feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated, really bad. Um, I feel like I'm about to blow up, that it's all inside of me and I can't get it out. I've got anger, I've got sadness going on. Plus, you all know I just lost my dad, you know what I mean, a couple months ago. So we've just been so busy, I've not even had time to grieve that. But when people say that, for me, no time limit is on grief. No time limit is on grief. There'll be days that'll be perfectly fine that I'll think about in brief moments, of course, through every day, but it'll be happy things. And then there'll be just days that I look at something and it gets that all stirred up and I just start really missing him really bad. Um, but me and Tim's had a lot on us between our children and our grandchildren, and my mom was staying with us, so it was being a lot. Which I'm not saying that is the reasoning why. You know what I mean? That is their fault. That's not what I'm saying at all. Because, like I said, it's always been part of me. So sometimes are just better than others. I go through periods that it's just better than others, and but here lately it has got to be so much that I just couldn't bear it. I just couldn't bear it. I had a mental breakdown the other day on Tim, and it's to the point that he's looking at me and he's like, "You need to do something. Like, we need to get you some help." And I've always contemplated medicine. And this is kind of like why I was wanting to do this video also. Um, because I've tried different medicines in the past and nothing worked for me. But that was years ago, and I don't think that I give anything time to work. I just wanted it to be you know what I mean? A healer. And I know for me that I know God and I know what God can do. And I'm a godly person. I believe in God, but I don't go to church. I don't pray like I should. And a lot of it's probably the devil. You know what I mean? Knowing I'm struggling already with my dad and mom, and he's just trying to hit me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever think of wanting to get high. I'm an addict. That is not one of the things that crosses my mind. I don't want to sound cocky, I'm not past that point. But I kind of am, you know what I mean? Like, uh, I've just been sober that so long that I know that that's not the way out, not the way to deal with things. But like I was saying, it just has become so much here lately that I went to the doctor and I was like, "Look, I need some help. I'm reaching out. I need help." It's to the point, like I said, that my husband's telling me go get something. You know, because I know Tim will stick with me through thick and thin, but I don't want to put him through that. I don't want to put the people that I love through that and have to deal with that. Because I'm a mental case. I just tell y'all. Like, 1 minute I'm happy, 1 minute I'm sad, 1 minute I'm angry. You don't never know with me. You know what I mean? You don't never know if it's okay to say this or if it's okay to do this. And I just don't want to put my family through that. The kids, you know, they got to live with me still. You know what I mean? They still at home with mom, and they don't want to. I don't want my kids to think I can't go to mom today because she's in a mood. You know what I mean? That's just, so I went to the doctor and I got put on some medicine. And Trileptal is what it is. I kind of looked it up. They offered me like Seroquel and Trazodone. And I was like, no. Because I took that stuff in jail and I slept all the time, the whole way. I can't function. That's what I told him. I was like, I can't function on that. I know. Like, it makes me too drowsy. They had wrote this stuff to Peyton first, and I didn't give it to him, that Trileptal, just a couple weeks ago, because I'm odd. I don't want to give my kids medicine, that kind of medicine. I'm just weary of it. And he already had to start some thyroid pills and stuff, so I just didn't want to put too much on him. You know what I mean? So they wrote me the Trileptal. This is like the 4th day. Today will make 4 days. It's like take a half a tablet for 7 days at night. And then after 7 days, you can go to taking it, take a half a tablet of the morning. Half a tablet in the morning, half a tablet at night after 7 days. He said, but if it just makes you too sleepy, only take one at night, one tablet at night. But y'all, this stuff is making me so drowsy. And I've been so sick at my stomach. But it's just day 3. I'm not sure if it's the medicine or I'm trying to come down with some crud. Because my throat and stuff was sore. So I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. But I can't do something that's going to make me drowsy. But like I told Tim, I'm trying to stick it out. Because, you know, some medicines just don't work for people. And I can't do something that's going to make me drowsy. I know they've got to make stuff out there that don't make you drowsy. They have to. You know what I mean? And this medicine is like, it's for seizures. Like, they make medicines anymore that are for 2 or 3 different things. And that kind of worries me. But if you're on any kind of medicine, leave it in the comments. What works for you? Like I'm saying, I know not everything works for everybody. But let me know what you're on and what works for you if you don't mind to tell that. Because I debated on getting on here and telling that. A lot of people look down at people that's on medicine. You know what I mean? But this was something I needed help and I didn't know what else route to go, y'all. I didn't. You know. And I'm an addict, so I don't like the thought of having to get up and take something every day. Because I think way far ahead of what if something was to happen and I get cut off my insurance, cut off that medicine, then I'm going into withdrawal. And I'm going to be a crazy lunatic. But I just want to talk. Mental health is real. People that you don't even think struggle with it. Just because I put on a smile every day and you see what you see on this camera don't mean behind the lens I'm not struggling. That I'm not on my breaking point. So, just be kind to everybody. Be nice and let me know your experiences down below with medicine. I love y'all. Thanks for always watching and supporting my videos. And see you on the next one. Have a great day. And be positive. Be positive today. Be kind. Love y'all.